Well, today, a judge blocked the Trump administration from denying Harvard University the right to enroll international students.
This comes after the university filed a lawsuit claiming the government's actions violated their First Amendment rights. Harvard's lawyers plan to battle this out in court with the Trump administration. Let's bring in NBC 10 political commentator Sue O'Connell to talk more about this.
Sue, Jericho and Malcolm, they are both on campus talking to faculty and students, but I'm interested in how the administration's actions are being perceived in GOP circles. Fear of government overreach has long been a concern of the Republican Party, and many say what the White House is doing to Harvard is exactly that. So what do you think?
Well, I think the Republicans who support traditional Republican values are having a very hard time squaring that circle, but I imagine they're going to try. So some topics we can listen for are to justify this government overreach, which is what it clearly is, include national security concerns regarding which countries or governments are making tuition payments to Harvard, concern about anti-Semitism, and the reality that, of course, the federal government can demand things from private institutions in return for that federal funding. And again, it's unlikely that anything happening at Harvard rises to the level of this government response.
But if you look ahead, Sue, if Harvard stands firm, doesn't do what the president is asking it to do, what can the administration, the Trump administration, do about it?
JC, an unleashed federal government has a punishment toolkit which is almost bottomless. Trump could review Harvard's accreditation, and that could mean they could eliminate federal financial aid and make it harder to get. Trump could demand Congress investigate Harvard over a whole bunch of issues, made up and real, and he could block Harvard from getting federal contracts. So any of these added to what's already happening could make it difficult and expensive for Harvard to function.
And Sue, we know Harvard here is a global brand. It's an iconic American brand. How do you think the world is viewing the fight between this university, this storied university, and the country's leadership?
Matt, the world is probably wondering why a U.S. president like Donald Trump, known for his brilliant marketing and his brilliant branding strategies, who wants the world to buy more from America, is suddenly sabotaging one of his most successful exports. And I don't have an answer for them on this unless Trump demands Harvard change its name to Harvard, from Harvard to Trump University.
NBC 10 political commentator Sue O'Connell with all the info for us. Sue, thanks.
You're welcome.